Yeah, when I was in Bleach,
WoW, the WoW raid group.
yeah. So I'll give a little story for all of our listeners here. I played a lot of WoW, and I was, whatever. And I was in a guild, and we did our thing, and then our guild broke up, and I decided, like, hey, I want to get into the Korean guild, because like they're, you come across them, and they always speak, like kind of broken English, and just, they're all Korean. If you're Korean, then that's where you go. So I go up to the guy, and I'm like, hey man, I want to join Bleach. And he's like, can you speak the language or something like that? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Or no, I'm like, and then he says something, and I'm like, ah, man, like I moved here when I was a kid, and like I don't really remember it that well. I just give a bunch of excuses. And so then they bring me into the guild anyways, and then we're doing a raid. And I remember it's like New Year's. I gotta find that pic. Oh man, my photo book is like gone.
Was it Chinese New Year or?
No, it's actual New Year. Cause I wasn't like I was doing anything for New Year's back then. So we're doing Huhuran in Encourage, the big wasp. And like after we kill her, like they hand out dresses. We all have to wear dresses for the screenshot.
Oh my god.
But so we're all getting ready to. This is before the fight happens. Everybody's grabbing the server and stuff, and we're all loading up. And so I go in there and I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? You guys ready for this, man? And it's like dead silence. And then this one dude's like, my dude's name was Winky Doodle. He's like, where, Gerger? And I'm like, one and only. And so then like they start talking, and like the guild raid starting, so they have to coordinate. So it's like, yeah, it's just basically it's like. It's like over and over again. And I'm like, oh my god, these racists! Like that's the only English word they know, and they just throw it out. And then like the craziest thing was like, the leader goes to me, he's like, he starts typing to me because he could type in English, and he's like, these two players, he's like, they're women, you can talk to them. And I'm like, yeah, boy. So then, like, one of them, PMs me, and I'm like, hey, how you doing, and everything, and I'm talking to her. But, I don't know, it didn't look like she was DTF.
Yeah, get rid of her.
That probably damaged goods.
And then, like,
meet Asian girl?
We had a break, and, we were, like, waiting for guys to come in, reserves or whatever. And so I'm like, dude, check this out. And I start doing, like, my Christopher Walken. I'm like, hey, I don't know. What a big wasp is that? We're gonna have to kill it or something. Over there, whatever. And they're, like, nobody knows who Christopher Walken is, and I'm like, damn, dude.
Just fucking crickets chirping.
I'm like, I had this watch on my ass for 3 years.
Should have dropped the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. They would have been all over that.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't know what Bleach was. Like a month.
Oh.
That's a long time though for a guild that doesn't speak your fucking language.
At a certain point, it's just like this isn't happening, like the funniness sort of wore off.
Like, yeah, these people don't speak English. Why am I in here again?
Yeah, you realize there actually is a language barrier.
Were they successful?
We down who?
They were a pretty decent guild from what I mean. They're fucking Korean. I hope they're decent.